And today we're going to talk about wood.
Welcome to Crimson Guitars and welcome to episode 188 of the Guitar Builders Basics video podcast. Luthiers, tips, tricks and training from me, Ben Chrome.
And me, James Blackburn.
At Crimson Guitars in the UK. I think I've said that bit twice now, haven't I? All right, this is, we're going to answer a question. And it turns out we've had a bunch of people ask this question over that one thing. Here we go. This is the first one. It says, "Hello, Ben and James. I was wondering if you could tell me where you source your wood from. Many thanks." And then there's a whole chain of people saying, "I was going to ask the same thing, and so was I, and where are you?" And in the backwoods of nowhere, etc., etc., etc. So, James, where do we source our wood from?
Lots of places. We use
anywhere we can.
Yes, yeah. We use a lot of local people. A lot of the raw stuff we go and pick ourselves. And actually a lot of the sycamore.
That implies one of us just walks around and says, "I'll take that tree."
It's basically
that
what we
would be
do,
pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. One of the guys is kind of like that.
Yeah.
No, we pick a lot of it in terms of like the pieces ourselves. And actually anything that we get from local suppliers we pick ourselves. We went out wood shopping the other day. Stuff which I think is a video that will come up at some point.
There is a video. It's been filmed recently.
Yeah.
No, Patreon supporters. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
It's part of the 90-hour build.
Oh, is it?
No, we're going to. There's a video of us going to a wood supplier who phoned us up and said, "Hey, I've got some stuff that I think you'll like."
It's really awkward if it's already on the YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
If this is already up.
It might be. We don't know. We're just the people. We're the stars. We don't know what happens behind the scenes, do we?
No. Not on the YouTube videos, anyway.
Yes, no comment.
So yeah, local suppliers. We buy quite a bit, especially from local. It's not. Well, one of them is, I guess, what you call green.
Very green.
Yeah, very green. So wet.
As in wet.
Just cut.
Yeah. Our moisture meter, the fantastic Wagner moisture meter, after I think 32 is the limit.
Yeah.
And everything we get from this one supplier is over the limit of wetness. We have to dry it, we have to cut it and process it down ourselves, and it takes a long time to do that effectively.
Yeah, it does. We try and buy dried or kiln dried. But even kiln dried, when they usually say kiln dried, it's not as low as we need it.
The problem is you can technically call a piece of wood kiln dried if it was kiln dried 3 years ago and then sitting in a shed for the intervening time. So it will have picked up some moisture, not as much as if it had only been air dried. There's a 4% difference between the resting moisture content of kiln-dried wood and just air-dried wood, but it still could be too wet for what we need.
Yeah, I don't think we really buy in below. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, below probably 15%.
We would struggle to find it.
Yeah.
If it's just come out the kiln, I've seen some pieces at 11 or 12.
We did buy stuff the other day that's meant to be lower than that, and it might just be wet on the outside, so we're going to have to see when we cut it.
We'll see.
But,
I want a piece of that for the 90-hour builds, so I'm going to be going and playing with that after this video. Now, it very much also depends. There's a sentence there somewhere. What you are doing. If you are working in a shed in your garden, building one guitar at a time, and there's different levels, it makes more sense for you to go to Medinta or...
Yeah, I think if you are building for yourself or you're starting off building, it is worth spending more money on like guitar builders would. If you're buying it from somewhere that's selling it as a guitar body, it's always going to be more expensive, but it's going to be dry.
There's people who don't like that fact. It's just ash, isn't it? It's just a lump of ash. It is a lump of ash that has been very carefully dried over a number of years. It's been processed and checked and double checked. You can buy a lump of ash for less than, well, for not very much.
Yeah.
but there's a lot of work and a lot of time in processing it down to the right thicknesses and moisture contents, etc. You're paying rent as well.
Yeah.
This thing's sitting on a shelf drying for 2 years. You're paying rent for that 2 years, etc. So there are price differences, but if you're only doing 1 or 2 guitars at a time, I would suggest go to a reputable tone wood dealer. I said tone wood.
Even if you
bring on the argument.
Yeah, even if you are building more, I think it's always good to go somewhere. Unless you are drying it yourself and you know what you're doing, then going somewhere that you know is good. And spending more money is better and safer. It's going to save you time in the long run.
It does.
Fretboards and neckwood is
problematic.
It's one place to go.
Yeah, I think that first of all, it should be said there are suppliers. There is readily available good quality wood that you can just order on the internet, and you know it's going to be dry, and you'll get it, and it's fine. Your mic is just. I heard something ping and break. Is it still recording?
Chisel? No.
It's an engraving tool.
Sorry.
Well, here we go.
There we go. I think mine's back on. I didn't fiddle with anything. I noticed it was stopped recording and
the switch pinged off.
Yeah, which means it can't turn itself off again now. Yeah, my bad. It's fine. It's working. It's working now. It's all good now.
How's that for professional quality?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay.
You were talking and I realised halfway through that
Well,
I'd lost all my audio.
I'll put this back and see what
I
happens.
don't think it was off that long.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. Your mic will pick up anyway.
Now the final thing is, we are here in the wilds of Dorset.
Yes.
It really is. You have to drive an hour in any direction to escape to a main road that you can go fast enough on to make it worthwhile. Anyway, we have at least 5, 6, maybe local sawyers and wood guys who have a... What is the saw called? I can't remember what the damn saw is called now. A wood mill. A wood miser. There we go. Is it a wood miser?
I have no idea.
It's a brand of sawmill, and it's something you can tow along behind your truck and find a felled tree and say, here's a $5, I want that tree, and then cut it up into logs. Or planks. There we go.
Yeah.
Planks is what I was after. There are at least 5 or 6 of those people within a 10 or 15 minute drive of our workshop.
We're very lucky like that. Really.
I know. I'm convinced that there are people like that around the country.
Yeah.
And around the world. You will be able to find somebody who will be able to supply you with green wood. With all of the problems that come with having green wood.
Yeah.
But if you want to... there is that. It also depends on what grows locally. We're very lucky. We have ash and sycamore are fairly local woods. There are companies around the world, though, who will ship everywhere and anywhere in guitar body sizes. And fretboards, I mean, hell, we sell fretboards. Do we sell fretboards yet?
Yes. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we do.
I think that's a yes. And we're even considering going into flame maple tops and stuff like that at some point, maybe.
Some tops.
Do you know, we're going back to the same, the point we made earlier. Selling tops, for example, is relatively profitable and something that we should as a business do, but it really, really, really takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's something we can do. It's something we probably should do, considering people are asking where we get wood. But it would really need somebody working full-time 3 or 4 days a week to be able to process it and get it dry and stored properly and all of that.
Because even if we dry the plank, once you cut it, that centre's still going to be a bit wetter.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of, you've got to stop it moving, and then you've got to plane it flat. And before it goes out to you, we want it to be completely flat. There's a lot that goes into it. And you kind of like, we always look at, when we're looking for tops, specific tops, we always look at stuff and go, oh, that's expensive. Like we could, but then like you look at it and you go, actually, the amount of work that's gone into that top is, I mean, Chase, who's one of the 3-month students, came to me looking for Waterfall Bubinga, which is gorgeous, it's stunning, but like he needs a good either a book match top at like 30, 35 mil because he wants to take a back off, or then like a 60, 70 mil piece, or just stuff that he can match. And like to find a plank for that is like you're looking at 5 to 10 grand, and that's essentially probably dried but not cut down to what you need, plus getting it here.
No, thank you. So, to answer your question, look for local suppliers if you want wet wood and have the time and effort to dry it. And go to our best friend Google for reputable suppliers.
It's like you've got like for this country, it's like Exotic Hardwood UK.
Is
really
that David Dyke?
No. Then there's David
That's
Dyke.
another
3 supplies. Exotic Hardwood UK, really good. They've got tons of stuff on the website.
They do.
David Dyke's really good. If you want something that you know is 100% right, he's got all the paperwork and it's top of the range. He's one, but then like the price comes with it.
If you could ever visit David,
yes,
go and visit David. His it's sort of around his house basically, but my gosh, it's just I
think we should try and contact him and do a video with him.
That could be quite fun.
That'd be awesome.
It does involve driving to
it's not as far as I
Essex?
thought. Yeah, but it's this side of Essex.
Oh, fair enough. Maybe we'll do that video at some point, just because it would be really interesting. I want to go around his wood store behind his back with a moisture meter. I want to find some wet wood. No. Anyway, there we go. Other suppliers, other local, in the UK at least?
Ooh. That are specifically guitar suppliers. I think Exotic Hardwood UK is probably the best one to go to in terms of if you just want to order off the shelf stuff. If you want something custom, then David Dyke. Then you have places like Medinta and Maduris Barber, who are Spanish, both Spanish, I think.
Yeah, Spanish. We use them for fretboards when we want to buy in bulk, but we do still have to dry them, don't we?
Yes, yeah, they do come in wet, yeah. It's a bit of a pain for fretboards.
Yes, it is indeed. Well, there we go. It's not insurmountable, and I hope this has helped. I'm not sure if we've helped anybody.
No, I don't know if we've actually talked any sense.
Let us know if we've made any sense at all. Most importantly, though, and this is why it's so awesome that all of you are here, if you are building guitars and you know of a good supplier, please put it in the comments below. Mention where you are, where your supplier is, and give their website or something like that in the comments. Yeah. And hopefully we'll be able to help somebody else who's in your current locality to find a good supplier. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe. Support our Patreon if that catches your fancy, because we do appreciate it. And I'm going to stop stabbing things with this engraving tool and go and build a guitar. I'm going to go and hunt that wood, actually.
Hunt the wood?
I really want to start the 90-hour build carving bit today.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a giant, it's 3 meters by, what, 2 feet by 3 inches. And I only need the end. But it's a giant piece of wood. So
it is, yeah.
There we go. Thank you. See you soon.
Thanks for watching.
I think we might have helped.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I had to turn the mic off halfway through.
You did. It pinged, so you lost the switch.
I'm never going to find the switch
find it,
because the floor is covered in ebony. But either way, now it can't be turned off in your pocket.